Hey everybody! That's amazing how you press that button and immediately get choked. How y'all doing? Everybody doing okay out there in the world of Barlow's? It's hot, guys. It's hotter than a firecracker. But it's just one of them days, man. You know, South Mississippi, you either gotta enjoy it and love it, deal with it and move on. I've had a pretty exciting morning. Been to town a couple times already. Ain't a whole lot going on, but today is Modified Monday. Of course, y'all know this is a Milo and Max production. Now, today's Modified Monday, and it's brought to us by Mr. Aaron Williams. Just a fine gentleman, artist, leather worker, knife mechanic, just a great guy, y'all. I mean, I haven't had much interaction with him lately, and that's not a bad thing. It's just, you know, life moves on, and things get different, and but that's all good. I got something. I got a little something that I'm gonna send him here pretty quick. So, but he knows that. I already told him. Anyway, Modified Monday. Let's see. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. I got stuff wrote down here. Don't even know what I wrote down. Oh yeah. Well, I tell you, know what we're gonna do. Let's do a pocket dump first of all, and there's a reason why. This morning, JC Mountain Jar and Brother Thomas, that pocket knife guy, what's in your pocket, did a co-challenge for people to show some leather work. So I have no problem with that because I certainly have been blessed by many people in the leather working community with different slips and things. So we'll do a pocket dump, and I'm going to highlight three of my guys. And so first thing is the old work knife. Y'all know I'm carrying a Rough Rider large Sadi. This is a slip that I got from Jerry Phillips. It's got a cross on it, which is fitting. Got a little cacti right there. Then on this side, it's got some more cacti, and it's got 2025. Just a beautiful slip. Beautiful slip. Nice leather. Got that good smell. I actually haven't carried this one, but I've had it in my pocket around the house and stuff. I just hadn't went, you know, any long distance. But I've got 3 or 4 of his slips, and they're all excellent work. But anyway, there's the old work knife that I've been carrying. This is the Richter Challenge. Had a couple. Somebody said, "Man, that knife's dirty." I said, "No, it ain't dirty." I said, "I clean it too much for it to be dirty." But she got some good old tinners rolling up there on her. I cut everything from steak to myself with it. So, just a great pocket knife. Fits in this slip really well. Get in there and give it a little squeeze, and it'll pop right on out. Great leather work. All right, let's see. Number 2. Y'all know my boy, old Charlie Cook over there. Charlie Cook got it going on, man. He's doing shorts now, and they're pretty cool. OCC with the fish underneath it. I can't think of the name of that fish. It's a religious thing. But anyway, riding with old Charlie today is a Savage Creek gun stock. Okay, it's a Rough Rider product. I'm sorry, a Rosecraft product. They'll tell it's hot, I don't even know what I'm holding. Anyway, just a beautiful pocket knife. Got that G10. Very beautiful pocket knife. Got a very Regal clip blade with a fingerprint. Y'all, the fingerprints are free, guys. It don't cost any more. Got the spade shield. You see the gun stock pattern there? Just a beautiful pocket knife. I'm talking about absolutely beautiful. Okay? Got the good half stops. Good walk and talk. Can't go wrong with Roadcraft. I tell people every day, man. So you just can't go wrong with Roadcraft. I mean, I'm not a, you know, I'm not a knife reviewer. I'm not a knife, you know, but I've had enough pocket knives where I know good ones when I see them. And Roadcraft makes some good stuff. All right, coming in last or next is something I got from this gentleman right here. That's right, Gordon Holman, G-Man. G-Man. Look at that. Dragon scale. That son gun is pretty. Woo-wee. That's good stuff right there. Yeah, I'm so blessed. Not only do I have, I have leather from you know, Brother Aaron at A&W Custom, and which is my Barlow slip, and my granddaddy Barlow slip. You know, I need to do y'all a video on my granddaddy. I think I got 15 or 20 of them now. But anyway, I want y'all to look at here what's riding an old Kodiak Edge. That's the Remington. Beautiful little clip blade. I'm sorry, pin blade. See, it's hot, guys. They were coming in with that clip, okay? I'm trying to get some coaching from some people talking about my tang stamps not. People can't read my tang stamps, so I'm gonna try to. I've been sitting here working. I'm trying to hold it. I was told to hold it a little bit longer, try to get it in focus, so people can see it a lot better. And the gentleman that's helping me with this he emailed me and told me what I should try and how I should do it. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get in there where I fit in there. You're going to see on the back of this one that it says it was made in 2022. Probably made by Bear & Son. I don't know. But just a fine pocket knife. Good half stop. Pretty good walk and talk. Beautiful knife. Beautiful knife. All right, guys. This is one I'm not going to expound on a whole lot, guys. I just got this, and the person that gave it to me or sent it to me, I'm not going to talk about that today, but I am going to show it to y'all. This is the Zero Tolerance 035, I'm sorry, 0350 TS. Okay. Now this knife, I know how many times have I told y'all rule number 9? This is the rule number 9 knife. Okay. Now, I know somebody out there is going to say, they're going to say, well, that's not the knife that he was carrying. Well, this knife did come up in a later show from the first sighting. The first one he had was black, and it's called just Zero Tolerance 0350. Okay? And that knife is no longer made. Okay? If you can find one out there, I'm talking about it's got to say Zero Tolerance 0350. It doesn't say black, or it doesn't say anything. You can buy a black one off of Amazon right now for $200. But it's got black written behind it. His didn't have that on it. Okay? The black one, is, I think it's just a future production model, but the original ones just said right here where it says 035 TS. See it right there. Okay. This is in S30V steel, and just unbelievable, man. To have this thing in your hand and to do this. One of my dream knives, man. And the person that sent it to me, when they got it, driving down the road, said he got a mile from where he bought it from. And as soon as he had somebody in the truck with him, looked over at him and said, you know, this ain't but one place for this knife. And, I mean, he knows I love him. He knows that, he knows who he is. I'll talk about it someday. But right now, I just can't do it. Okay? So anyway, that's what I'm telling you. I got the old flashlight that broke the internet. Now I'm looking at 11 minutes, man. This thing's gonna be longer. I got two pretty good projects I finished up. So anyway, what I'm gonna do is I have a Barlow that I got. I showed it to y'all a few days ago, but it's been through a pretty serious update. Been cleaned, been polished, been the blade had serious grind issues. Somebody took looks like a Dremel tool and only ground one side of the blade. So to get it straightened out, I had to catch up with that grind and then put new bevels. So, but anyway, I'm going to drop the clip right here, and y'all can watch it. And after you watch the clip, then I'll come back and I'll show y'all the Barlow. Okay. All right, everybody. Hope y'all got a good look at that Barlow. Boy, it's hot. I got a fan running now, and I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't think it's running. I don't think it's making too much noise. But then again, I'm not really sure. So we'll just have to see. I know it's more comfortable with that fan running. It is. It's pretty warm. It's pretty warm. I'll tell you that right now. I had to go to the mailbox, and it was hot. Okay, it ain't much cooler in here. It's cool. It's somewhat cooler. I still got to insulate them doors behind y'all right there. Get them insulated. It'll be way more better in here. But you know, gotta get off my lazy rear end and get it done. It's how it works. Anyway, that Barlow that I showed y'all is a Colonial. Okay, now most of the time these Colonials they have what I call hubcap scales or covers. You know, they clip on both ends. But most of the time when you see one of them, you have two pins, one right here and one right here. And that's just because it's holding the plastic on the scale, those two pins top and bottom. But see, this one has a third one right here in the middle. And that's called the main pin, or the pin that holds the springs. Okay, and I don't know if I have anything. I don't have anything here that's clip-on bolster. I don't think. No, I don't. But anyway, if I had something, everything is underneath the hubcap bolsters. You know, all the pins and that hold the knife together. And a lot of times they're just roll pins that hold that stuff together. Doesn't affect the knife. I mean, I've got another Imperial Barlow that's built that way. It's just as solid as this one. This is just a great knife. But when you take the hubcaps off of it, it's pinned all the way like this one is. And you can tell as time has come forward, the manufacturing process got less and less and less because they were trying to make them cheaper and make more money on them and all sorts of that. So I mean, which I understand that, I guess. I mean, I'm not naive enough to think that they're just going to make them one way for me. I mean, I've got Barlows made in all kind of ways. But anyway, this has your standard clip blade. Okay. It also it's got Teiners on it now. It's carbon steel, and those are oil spots. I couldn't get any of that. This has been polished. It's been cleaned, the whole 9 yards. I mean, it's got the thorough spa treatment. But doesn't have half stops, but it's got pretty good walkie talk. There's your little pin blade. But the thing that if y'all noticed in the flyover that I did, one side, and I'm just going to use the clip blade as my demonstration. Both blades were done this way. You can still see just a little bit of it right here. Okay, where it looked like a grinder was used, like a Dremel tool was used to go back and forth and grind it. And then on this side it was a factory edge. So, but now I have put an edge. You can see that. I have put an edge on both sides of it and got it where I would call it fairly sharp. Am I going to call it as sharp as some people can get it? I don't know. I don't think I may, but I know it'll cut. So I got it as sharp as I need it. That's how we roll it on that. It had a nice choil on it. That's one thing I was thankful for. Okay, let's see now. This tang stamp is going to be a booger because it's kind of down in there. But we can get that tang stamp in there. You ain't going to be able to see that one. Just trust me. It says Colonial. I don't know. We might get it in there like that. It's going to be tough, though. But it says Colonial USA. I think it says Providence. So, but like I say, just a great Barlow. I mean, I carried it before I sharpened it like this, and did the final cleanup and all that on it. You'll notice that on the flyover there was some white residue where the Delrin had it kind of decomposed, I guess is the word. I don't know if that's really what it is, but a lot of times this stuff turns white because it is a polymer. And but I got it out there on the old buffer and got it all buffed up, and then gave it a good bath in Mother's and got it all cleaned up. And but anyway, this is a good one. Yeah, if y'all watch my shorts in the morning, you'll see this one again. It's a very solid knife. This is right there with the Western and the Camco. And it's right there in that, the Camillus. It's right there with all of them. All right, something a little different for y'all now. Ready to go and do a fixed blade. Okay, I picked something up down at Deep South, and it's been totally redone. So y'all get ready for that. I'm fixing to give y'all a flyover of it. Don't know where it was made. Never had nothing written on it. I couldn't see anything anywhere. Before or after I did the cleanup and the modifications and the restoration on it. So y'all sit back and watch this fly over. It's going to be of a fixed blade and the sheath, because I had to redo the sheath too. So it was a dual project. I put a pretty good bit of work into it. And one of the main products that I used on that sheath was finishing wax. Brought to you by Brother Mickey up there at Hillbilly Ridge. Fine feller, just a fine feller, man. I'm gonna tell you what. I got a little mail I'm gonna send him here pretty quick. Just a fine fella, man. I'm tell you what. Ain't got no problem with Brother Mickey. He knows how to call a turkey. I'm gonna tell you that right now. All right, I'm gonna shut this off, quit all this crazy stuff, and y'all watch us fly over on this fixed blade, and then we'll get right back here in just a minute. All right, now, everybody. Hope y'all got a good look at the little fixed blade project there. It's a white bone stainless steel. I would say either made in Pakistan or China. I don't know, but you know, when I got it, it was had a lot of rust on it. Now that's just called a stain. And now a lot of people say stainless, that it won't do that. Well, y'all saw an example of yes, it will. It will if not stored properly. It's probably stored in the sheet and left that way for many years. I don't have an idea. I got it out of the dungeon at Deep South Cutlery. You know, but when I saw it, I said, there's an opportunity to mess with something. And y'all know I like messing with stuff, so that's what I did. I brought it home. First thing I did, I saddle soaked that sheath, let it dry. I mean, it's a three-day process, maybe 3.5 days, to get it to where it's at today. Got saddle soaked it, let it dry, and then I like I told y'all a minute ago, I took some of Brother Mickey's fixing wax, and I liberally coated the entire thing with it. And then I took a torch, same torch I used to toast my bone with, but I held it off a pretty good distance, and I just hit it until the wax turned to a liquid, and then I'd back off. But I could go down one side of it, you know, in one swoop, and then go down, you know, rotate a little bit. I kept going back and forth. I went all the way around it a couple times, and got the sheath in what I call very presentable condition. So let's go in there and have a look at it. Now it's you know, it has staining. I attempted. You can see how it's a little lighter on the edge. I attempted to sand it a little bit, but I was scared to get after it too bad with the sandpaper because I didn't want it to get fuzzy. But I got it all. It's all cleaned, all ready to be used. And I'm not going to use this. I mean, if you see it's got a belt sheath. I mean, a belt place for your belt. Well, I'm not going to carry it like that. This will be just a pocket drop. You know, something I can drop in my pocket and go to town, or put it in a backpack, or set it on the console of my truck. This be something to be handy if I need it. But you know, it's got some work on it, and this, you know, where was this made? What kind of leather is it? All that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's fairly supple now. And it passed the smell test. So It's a good leather sheath. All right, now, y'all, all y'all, I'll give y'all what my vision was, and I got one more step I may take for this before I finish it, and if I do, I will bring that back in a future Modified Monday. But I'm calling this winter bottom bone, like the old case, green winter bottom bone. Okay, and it's green. But anyway, let's go ahead and have a look at it. Now, I'll give y'all a pass over here. There's your show side, and then we'll come in here on the power side. One side's a little darker than the other one, but you're going to get that with bone because it's a natural product. It's going to vary, you know. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get some orange dye, and I'm going to dye all this orange, and then go after it with some sandpaper and sand it back down. But basically what I did is I just did vertical, horizontal, vertical, depending on how you hold it, I guess, lines all the way through it on both sides, and then I burned it. Most of the burn got swallowed up by well, not all of it. I mean, you can still see, there's several areas where it burned, and I may get back after it with a torch. I really don't know. The reason I like projects like this is because they're, you just get in there where you fit in there. I might sand it all off and put some different scales on it. I don't know. But I think it turned out okay. It's good. It feels good in the hand. It's good and soft. Very grippy because of those grooves in there. But let's look at the blade now. I would call that a Skinner blade. It's a I guess a drop point. It's not a spear point. Got some good swedging. But you can see where all the rust was. That's all the corrosion that was on there. It's smooth. I mean, I took it all the way out to 600. I mean, it's smooth as it can be, but it's just got that staining in there. Now I put a nice liberal choil in there for the sharpening process. And I do all that. I did the choil with my Dremel, and then I'd take my 1x30 with a worn out belt and put the edge on, and I think I got it sharp. I guess y'all might have to be the judge of that. I really don't know, but let's see what I got here. Y'all think that's sharp enough? I don't know if you can. That's a thick blade. Well, like I say, we got to put it sharp. It will cut. Anyway, I don't know, guys. I get in there and I start messing with stuff. I just love to do it, Let me show y'all what the combo looks like together. This is a great little knife, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And if you get out and change a flat tire, and you have to cut something, and you pull it out and cut something with it, and then you drive off and leave it on the side of the road, man, you ain't got no money in it. You might have a little time, but I'm like that with a lot of knives, guys. I mean, people say, "Well, you got them Walmart knives." Yeah, I do. And if I open a can of paint, which you're not supposed to do, but if I were to do something like that, I normally can. I'm not in a hurry. I normally can wait and get me a screwdriver or something to open up a can of paint, or use a hammer, or 30 tools that are made for that. I mean, your 5-in-1 is used to open up a can of paint. 5-in-1, that's a paint tool, guys. Anyway, I reckon that's all, guys. Modified Monday. I enjoyed doing these projects. I got one. Brother Don sent me a knife, and it is in process. It will. It's got some issues though, Brother Don. But we'll go over that whenever I bring it back. But I am gonna get it. I'll get it repaired and get it to where it's gonna go. But I don't think it'll ever be what it was. It is what it is, but it'll never be what it was when it was made. Anyway, I have one request. Well, maybe a couple. First of all, y'all keep everybody in Arkansas up there at that national forest where them two babies had to watch their parents get killed. I mean, that's terrible. That's just terrible. Keep the people in Traverse City. Keep them in your prayers. You know, it's affected the community, okay? I watched a very good friend of mine struggle through a 9-minute video about this subject. It didn't even show an eye. And you know what? It ain't about a damn knife. It's about the people in this country that are damn crazy. They losing their mind, man. If people doing stuff, they think they're entitled just to go to Walmart and cut somebody up. I don't understand that, man. I just don't understand it. I tell you what you do. Dude with the knife, touch your ass down here in Mississippi. Pull that out in the parking lot at Walmart and see what happens. There ain't gonna be nobody hold it right there. I can promise you that. And first of all, there's gonna be 15 guns pulled on you before you even get close to the parking lot. Okay? Everybody down here got a gun. Everybody. Okay? That's why it don't happen in Mississippi. It's open carry. Every day that I go to Walmart, I see a citizen with a gun in a holster. Every day. And why? Why do we do that in Mississippi? To keep crazies with a $1.10 from walking in there and cutting people up at the damn pharmacy counter. Okay? Now it's affected me. Okay? I'm sorry. Let's get back to the knife. Alright? I'm sorry. I really am. That's how I feel, man. It's crazy. It is crazy. My daddy always told me, my example, the person that I have lived my life in the shadow of and tried to be like, told me 100 times that you can't fix stupid. Okay? You just can't fix. Now, there's a difference between being stupid and being ignorant. Okay? Ignorant means you just don't have the facts to process something properly. Okay? Stupid means you ain't got it where it needs to be to get what you to understand anything you know about all that stuff you knew anyway. Okay? Okay. I want y'all to go to Aaron Williams' channel. I haven't seen him put anything out in a minute. I don't know. You know, he's got his own life. He's a personal man. He's a private man. And but he's a great guy. Y'all go and subscribe to him. Maybe if we get him up 500 subscribers without him putting no videos out, he'll start putting something out. You know I love you, A-Dub, man. You know I do. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. It's going to be a pretty long video. I want all y'all to know that Jesus Christ is Lord in my life. Rule number 9.